So this is the beautiful University of Tampa, previously known as the Grand Hotel, the Tampa Bay Hotel, and it was finished in 1891, commissioned by Henry B. Plant because he wanted to have a beautiful hotel, and it was the most expensive hotel on earth in 1891, costing a massive $2.3 million. Now if that doesn't sound enough, the Louisiana purchase 50 years before was only 14 million. So Tampa Bay Hotel, one of the most luxurious hotels in the world at its day. So I'm gonna ride you right through the gardens and a little bit along the campus riverside. So I hope you enjoy, because it's like the 4K thing should render this kind of nicely. A little bumpy going across the cobblestones. Now we're into the garden. You should be able to see the skyscrapers of Tampa there. That's the Sykes building straight across. Next to it, the Bank of America, which is the tallest building in Tampa, and the Regions building, which is also the tallest building in Tampa. There's literally less than 10 feet that separates them in height, with I think a height of 200 meters or 600 feet approximately. And that's the Tampa River Walk opposite. You'll be able to see the strange structures. And we're gonna go a little bit along this way, which is through the campus, which is open from dawn till dusk to the public. Alright, let's speed it up a little bit. One of my favourite bridges over here for all you musicians watching. Great place for a photo shoot. Get your guitars, drive down to Tampa, get on the bridge, onto the railroad tracks on the bridge, and get your photo shoot done using your portrait mode on your iPhone. You get some fabulous shots. Over there on the right, if I turn a little bit, behind the bridge, I don't know if you can see it, it's the Strauss Center. We're going to go past it in a second anyway, so you'll get a better view of it. And this is the gate that permits you to access the gardens of the University of Tampa. And this gate is closed at dusk every day. I'm going to take the easy way around without doing the curve. Up. There's your photo shoot. I'll stop briefly to show you. There you go. Got great backgrounds here. If I zoom in, it'll be a little bit better. You might see it a bit better. There we go. Alright. And off we go again. So, I'm going to scoot across. Get back on over here. Downtown Tampa. And by going across the bridge, we can access the river walk, either going to the south into downtown, or we're going to take it to the north, to the Armature Works area, where you'll find the restaurant Eulalie, and ample free parking for when you want to do your little bike tour or walk down the river walk. And here it is, we're back on. 2.3 miles long. Also, if you get tired when you've got to one end, you can take the water taxi all the way back to the other end. And this is the Tampa River Center you can see on the other side of the river. Where rowing teams are based, but also a super event center with some pretty artwork for photos. And there in the distance, under the bridge, you might be able to just make out the Armature Works. Now, Armature Works, because back in the day it was an industrial facility that was used for storing in the evenings the trams or the rail cars. And they've converted it into a super recreational facility that has 20 or so different franchise food, should we say shops, or kiosks, or even restaurants. So you can go from either a full-blown restaurant or more of a snacky in your hand on the tray to a seated area like a food court. And there are also bars. Just approaching now Tampa Waterworks Park on the right over here. If you need to relax a minute. And that's the restaurant of Ulele, named after the princess of the indigenous race that lived here in Tampa before our settlers settled at Fort Brooke. A little bit similar story to Pocahontas, Ulele. So this is the new redeveloped Heights area. They've made into this fabulous, and you can still see the train cars, 15, 14, 13, 12, all the numbers of where each car would have pulled in the evening at the end of the line. And then if I turn around, you should be able to see great views of Tampa. And I will zoom a little bit. There we go. Downtown Tampa looking a little bit ominous today. And go Bolts over there. That's the end of this video.